All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome, officially welcome to the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event today. We have some fantastic schools here with us. My name is Stephanie. I will be your facilitator for this session. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping announcements. Just as a reminder, your camera and microphone are off, so our presenters cannot see or hear you, but you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening this week, so please be sure to check out the website and sign up for anything else that you are interested in. And last but certainly not least, this presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Ohio. I would now like to turn it over to our first presenter of the session, Michigan State University.
Okay, hopefully you can see me. On the banks of the Red Cedar, there's a school that's known to all. That's Michigan State University. My name is Iris Shen Van Buren. I'm the manager of recruitment for Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky for MSU. Joining me is Jeff Keeson from the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. We welcome the students from the rural areas of Ohio. The QR code is for the MSU admissions website. East Lansing is a vibrant suburban college town. We are minutes away from the state capital of Lansing and a few hours from Detroit, Michigan, and the Great Lakes. MSU is about a 2 to 6 hour drive from most of the state of Ohio. So campus is self-contained. It's like a city of almost 50,000 students. Our research farms are located south of main campus, where students study traditional agricultural majors. MSU is diverse. MSU students come from Michigan, all 50 states, and 140 plus countries. 27% are out of state and international students. Our highest number of students come from Ohio. We have 9,000 plus students of color and an active LGBTQIA2S plus community. Academically, 10% of our students are invited to the Honors College. We have 200 plus different majors and 100 plus minors in 17 degree granting colleges. We are the only school in the nation with 3 medical schools: Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, College of Human Medicine, and Veterinary Medicine. With the flat rate tuition at MSU, students pay for 15 credits and can take 12 to 18 credits, making it easier to hold a minor. Our most popular programs are business, computer science, mechanical engineering, human biology, and kinesiology. Beginning in fall 2022, we have a new direct admit process for the Eli Broad College of Business. Most of our classes are 50 students or less, and our usual large lecture classes are now in a hybrid format to keep our students safe and healthy. MSU Career Services Center help MSU students achieve a 94% job placement rate post-graduation, 12% higher than the national average. With over 500,000 alumni worldwide, when you see a Spartan, greet them with Go Green. MSU began as an agricultural college, and I'm now going to pass the information to Jeff to talk about that.
Awesome. So happy to be here. My name is Jeff Keeson, and I serve as the Assistant Director for Student Recruitment and Retention within the College of Ag and Natural Resources. And we have 20 undergraduate majors, and it spans a very wide kind of range. So it's best to think about these in 4 themes. So we have agriculture programs focusing on plants and animals, built environment programs, really thinking about construction and design, human health, where we are exploring the connection between food and nutrition and how that impacts our bodies, and natural resources, thinking about our sustainable environments. While you're at Michigan State, you can study abroad on all 7 continents, and you can do so through the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, including visiting Antarctica. And if you find it hard to kind of choose just one major, you could always get involved with the Bailey Scholars Program, where you can earn a minor in leadership and integrated learning, which is where you kind of get to build your own program. For more information, we have a website down here, and then you can also email me, and we'll be sure to share that later on.
Thanks, Jeff. MSU students learn outside of our lecture halls by doing active internship or volunteer activities. All of our domestic out-of-state students receive a presidential study abroad scholarship of $3,000 or $5,000. As a Big Ten research university, students of any major have access to research in all areas, and some of our honors college students start research as early as their first week on campus. Our honors college offers curriculum flexibility for students who fall in the top 5% of their high school class with around a 32 ACT or a 14.2 SAT. But they can also choose to apply test optional and will be reviewed holistically. MSU has several living learning communities geared towards specific majors. 3 programs are residential college programs on our campus. They include smaller learning environments where professors' offices and classrooms and classmates are all in the same residence hall. Residential colleges are first come, first served, and students should list them as their major. Lyman Briggs College is limited to incoming freshmen with an interest in math, sciences, and computer sciences. James Madison College is for students interested in social and international relations, public policy, or law. And the Residential College in the Arts and Humanities is for students interested in fine and performing arts, literature, languages, cultures, history, and civic engagement. Other living learning communities, which are major specific, include our first year core engineering experience, our residential business community, and our RISE initiative on the study of the environment. MSU is also full of ways to connect outside of class. Every fall, we have Sparticipation, where students explore 900 plus student organizations. We have the Spartan Remix Showcase, which is for our multicultural organizations. And Greek Life represents 13% of our students, with about 60 plus chapters, including the African American Divine Nine, Latinx, Asian American, and multicultural sororities and fraternities. Students can also form their own new organizations. In the arts, we have the Wharton Center for Performing Arts and the Broad Art Museum. And for those interested in athletics, Big Ten Division I club and intramural sports to join or watch. Our football team is currently 6-0. Go Green! So how do you become a Spartan? Apply by November 1st for maximum scholarship consideration. Think of Halloween as your deadline. You want a treat, not a trick. Apply by Halloween. You can also use the MSU app, the Common App, or the Coalition application. This is our middle 50% of our fall incoming class of 2021. 58% of our students applied test optional. MSU is ACT and SAT test optional for fall 22 in the next 3 years. If you apply test optional, we will look at your application holistically. This will not affect scholarship opportunities or honors college consideration, but you have to indicate when you apply whether you want to be test optional, and you can't change that once the application is submitted. Please feel free to use the COVID impact section and also include additional information if you'd like as well. We have a domestic out-of-state Ohio students who are admitted to MSU will receive a minimum of $10,000 a year for 4 years through our Ohio Spartan Grant. Students should submit a FAFSA for additional scholarship and grant consideration. We also encourage you to look outside of MSU for additional scholarship opportunities. Thank you very much for your time. Please feel free to email me or use the QR code to set up a meeting to learn more about Michigan State University. Thank you, and go Green.
Thank you very much. I'm just getting my presentation up and we can go ahead and get started. Okay. It's saying only one person can share their screen. Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, it should work. Michaela, give it a try. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Hey, so hello everyone. My name is Michaela Gibson and I am with Oakland University in Rochester, Michigan. So we are about 30 minutes away from Detroit, just about 30 minutes east. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about our admissions process as well as some programs that we have in just about 6 minutes here. So go ahead and get started. Okay, so applying for admission, our students are required to, we do have a free application and you can apply for free at oakland.edu/apply. Freshmen and incoming criteria, incoming freshmen, they generally have an average of a 3.4 cumulative GPA. As of this year, we are test not required and our admissions test score is 1130 or SAT of 24. Our scholarship consideration deadline is March 1st. So there's no separate application if you want to apply for scholarships. They begin at a 3.0 consideration. Otherwise, 2.5 is our admissions policy. Tuition rates can be anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000, and this is for in-state and out-of-state. I would just like to point out that in-state students or out-of-state students who have a GPA of a 2.5, they do receive in-state tuition. So when you apply to us, you will receive in-state tuition if you are eligible for that 2.5 GPA threshold. And that is one of the things that I would like you to remember about OU. We do have freshman scholarships as well. Our freshman scholarships, the test are everything in orange bin. So anywhere from a 3.0 to a 3.9, students can receive up to $1,500. If you do submit a test score, it does impact the amount of scholarships that you're able to receive, as a 1450 on the SAT and a 3.9 is a full tuition scholarship. We do also have transfer scholarships. Those scholarships are on a 2-year basis, whereas transfer scholarships are or freshman scholarships are on a 4-year basis. They do also start at a 3.0 GPA and 24 credits. We also have need-based aid for first-time students. So we have a 100% tuition guarantee award for up to 4 years. What we do is we take your OU tuition, which this year stands at $14,025, subtract any gift aid, and then we also subtract expected family contribution. Whatever that remaining balance is, as long as your EFC is less than $8,000, we will be able to come in and pay that remaining balance in full every year. We also have a net price calculator, which is really helpful for students who are would like to kind of intend on what they are going to be paying to OU. So you can find that you have the option for international students, out-of-state students, on campus versus off campus, and county. And that all together will comprise your net calculator of what you will be paying for your 4 years here at OU if you decide to live on campus. We are on social media. You can follow us at OU Admissions. We do have important dates, upcoming events, news, academic program information, giveaways, student opportunities, and updates at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at OU Admissions. If you have any questions, we can have them forwarded to oakland.edu/future students, as well as I will drop my contact information in the chat as well. And just in the last couple minutes, I would just like to go over some of the undergraduate programs we have. We do have over 140 different programs. So our first one, we have 1,443 acres for our students to come and enjoy. Again, we're located in Rochester, Michigan, so we take Rochester and our Auburn Hills as both of those cities, and we are housed in those. We have 19,000 students on campus, and then outside or living on campus, we have just about 2,500. Downtown Rochester is one of our main destinations for our students to go and enjoy. Just a couple new things about OU. We have Hillcrest Hall, which is our new on campus. The Oakland Center has been newly renovated with 1,500 square feet worth of renovations. We are the safest institution in the state of Michigan. We have an Oakland University Police Department that is available to our students 24/7, even on holidays. And we have over 300 student organizations for our students to be a part of. These include academic, social, Greek, political, and spiritual groups. We are a Division I institution. We have over 18 different men's and women's sports teams for our students to participate in. And we do compete in the Horizon League, so we are televised. If you would like to live on campus, you do have that opportunity. At this time, over 3,000 students live on campus, calling one of our residence halls or apartment buildings home. We also have study abroad in over 40 different countries. We have it in every continent except for Antarctica right now. And then we also have a study away program. So you are interested, if you're interested in studying maybe in a different state, but you would still like to be an OU student, we do have that available for you. And then again, as I stated, we have over 140 different undergraduate programs and more than 130 undergraduate programs for our students to be a part of. And these are housed in the College of Arts and Science, the School of Business Administration, the School of Education and Human Services, School of Health Sciences, School of Engineering and Computer Science, Integrative Studies, the School of Nursing, and then we also have an undecided major. I believe that is my time, so I will turn it over to my next colleague. Just quickly, what I would like everyone to know about OU is, again, we are the safest institution in the state of Michigan, and we do have a lot of services that we can offer our students. And something that I would give to incoming students is to visit the college that you are interested in going to. It is very important to make sure you see yourself where you're going to be attending college. Thank you all for listening to me. Have a great rest of your day.
Hi, everybody. My name is Erica Greeley. I'm from Northern Michigan University. I'm really excited you're all here today. So Northern is located in the Upper Peninsula of Marquette, Michigan. We're right on the shores of Lake Superior. We celebrate all 4 seasons in Marquette, and our natural setting make for amazing outdoor experiences, academic and recreational, all year round. Many of our students love the outdoors, but you really don't have to in order to thrive here. Marquette and Northern offer a safe, friendly, and welcoming community. We are a mid-sized institution, so we have lots of programs to choose from, a strong alumni network, connections around the world, nice facilities, but we're small enough where we have small class sizes, your professors know your name. So the average class size is around 28, the average lab and seminar size is around 15, and this gives your professors the ability to get to know you on a personal level. Those close relationships with your professors result in mentorship and guidance as you move through your experience at Northern and onto whatever you're going to do next, whether that's grad school or joining the professional world. So we have over 170 academic programs. We have some popular programs related to our natural setting like fisheries and wildlife management, environmental studies and sustainability, but also things like nursing, art and design, criminal justice, sports science. We have a large array of business programs and medicinal plant chemistry, which is the first of its program of its kind in the US. You get hands-on experience right away to help you find out what you love so you can get more specific, and what you hate so you can change your mind and shift to the program that's the right fit for you. So you're working with real people in professional settings with real equipment and resources and in the real world so that you leave Northern well prepared to take your next steps in grad school or your professional careers. So Northern is a welcoming space for students from all backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences. And we're an institution that emphasizes access to higher education. So that means no letters of recommendation, no test scores, no essays as part of the application. We have tons of first-generation college student resources. There's a lot of academic and emotional support like academic support programming, tutoring, disability services, counseling, all to facilitate student success. So your experience outside the classroom is an important piece of your college education. When you feel connected, that you're contributing your experience and your perspective to your community, you're happier and you do better in the classroom. I already mentioned that our students are outside all year round. There are tons to experience indoors too. So we have over 300 student organizations. There's academic and non-academic. We have leadership programs, some that are credit bearing and come with a stipend, and there are community service and volunteer opportunities as well. All of these are a huge part of identity at Northern. There are also events that are happening on campus that are going to keep you busy as a spectator or a participant, ranging from arts to athletics. So we have esports, football, you name it. So let's talk about finances. So this is an important piece when making your college choice. In addition to everything else we've already talked about, financial fit is a really important factor. So for our out-of-state students, tuition and fees, room and board amount to around $29,240 per year. The average financial aid package for students is around $12,300. Okay, and that financial aid package can include things like our Wildcat Merit scholarships, which bring that out-of-state tuition rate much closer to in-state, as well as competitive scholarship opportunities, including our Presidential Scholars Competition with awards ranging from $1,000 to a full ride, as well as other free money opportunities. I want to mention too that a laptop is included in tuition with access to Northern's LTE network across the UP. So I don't think it's a secret that the world is at a pivotal point. There is so much that's coming to a head right now in the US and all over the world, and you are going to change the world, and we need you to change this world. At Northern, we really want to give you the tools to do that. So our alumni are out making an impact, and we know that you're going to do the same. We just want to give you the tools to make the biggest impact that you can. So we would love for you to come and visit Northern and learn more about us. We're offering virtual and on-campus visit opportunities. I can only talk about so much in 6 minutes. So if any of this resonates with you, come check us out and experience this place for yourself, however you're able to do that. You can scan the QR code here to get more information from Northern. But again, my name is Erica. I work with students from Ohio. My job is to help you through this process, and I would love to hear from you.
All right, welcome everyone. My name is Chris Storath. I'm from Western Kentucky University. If you've never heard of Western Kentucky University or don't know where we're located in South Central Kentucky, in Bowling Green, Kentucky, about an hour north of Nashville, Tennessee, about an hour and a half south of Louisville, Kentucky. So right there on the I-65 corridor. So if you, our students have quick and easy access if they need to get away for the weekend or need to head back home. We are right there on that I-65 corridor. So right now we have about 18,000 students. So when you're a student on our campus, you really do get the feeling of being at any major university. You get all the perks, all the resources that any major university would have to offer. But we do try to maintain our class sizes as small as possible. So on average right now, about 23, 24 students, could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, just depending on the class that you're taking. But on average, about that 24 student class size. And that's going to be really good for you as a student, because not only will that help you to get to know your professors, but it will help your professors, especially the ones in your major, get to know you on more of a personal level, because they're going to be some of the greatest resources for you. Your professors are, especially when you get to junior, senior year, you're looking for that first internship or that first job right out of college. They're going to be there to be letters of recommendation, have connections in the field that you're going into. So those smaller class sizes are really good for you as well, because it helps them to get to know you. So right now we have about 150 academic programs just at the undergraduate level, the bachelor's degree level. Some of our more popular programs include teacher education. We were actually originally founded as a teacher's college. Our pre-professional programs like pre-nursing, pre-law, pre-veterinarian, and pre-occupational therapy. But there's a ton across the board to choose from. But if you're not sure what you want to do quite yet when you get to college, you can apply and be admitted as an undeclared major. And that's not going to put you behind either. That'll still allow you to finish in that 4-year time span, because we do have in place what we call the Colonnade program here at WKU. That's basically our general education program that any major across the board does take, those certain courses that you do take. So even if you're not quite sure what you want to do right off the bat, totally fine. You can come in undeclared and really explore your interest your first couple of semesters. We also right now have about 350, almost 400 registered student organizations on campus. And so there's going to be something out there for literally everyone. One of the biggest pieces of advice I give to any of our incoming students is get involved. Get involved right away from your very first semester. Again, with almost 400 student organizations, there's going to be something out there for literally everyone. If you go through that list, there's something that you maybe were thinking about that we don't necessarily have at this moment. We are always having students start their own club or organization as well. So we have everywhere from Greek life to service-based to honors-based organizations, religious-based organizations, even clubs tied directly to our academic programs and to your major. And you see at the bottom right there, just a couple of the resources that we do offer to our students completely for free on our campus, like our peer and professional tutoring opportunities, our career services center that helps you to do things like build your resume, write your cover letter, even do mock interviews with professionals in the field that you're going into. So such a super helpful tool for our students. So definitely take advantage of those on campus. So we do require that all of our first and second year students do live on campus, but there's a lot of variety of styles of residence halls to choose from. We have anywhere from community style to suite style, hotel style, even apartment style living on campus. And we actually just completed our some of the halls for our first year village. They're two brand new residence halls solely for our first year students. And they are going to encompass what we call our living learning programs on campus. And you can live on campus without participating in an LLP, but most of our first year students do participate in a learning program on campus, living learning program, because these are just another resource for you to help navigate those first couple of semesters here on the Hill, here at WKU. And these can be based upon, these living learning programs can be based upon your major or a specific interest. So if you're in an LLP based upon your major, you'll be living with other students in your residence hall who are the same or very similar major to yourself, taking 1 to 2 common courses, and really just being able to utilize each other for help within your classes. Now, kind of jumping around a little bit and talking about our athletics, we are in Division I. We're in Conference USA. But the great thing about our athletic events on campus is they are completely free admission to all of our students. So whether it's football, basketball, I've loved going to our volleyball games in the past. They almost always make the NCAA championship. It's a ton of fun, especially around the time of homecoming. But it is free admission to all of our students for all on-campus games. And another great way to get involved on campus is through one of our intramural and club sports. There's over 50 intramural and club sport opportunities on our campus currently. We have anywhere from soccer, swimming, football, basketball, to some more like off the wall sports that you don't normally hear of on a day-to-day basis. We do have things like Schleuderball, which is like German soccer. We have an archery team, a bass fishing team. So a lot to choose from and another great way to get involved. So here's some of our scholarships that we do offer to our first-time freshmen. These right here are our academic merit awards. These are automatic awards, meaning you don't have to separately apply. But just for being admitted to WKU with at least a 3.0 unweighted GPA, you'll be guaranteed at least that base $2,500 merit award. And that, as you can see, can keep going up just based upon where your GPA falls. The $2,500 all the way up to the $4,000 range will be solely GPA based. The only one of these merit awards that does take into account an ACT or an SAT score is that top $8,000 award. And that's just because it's one of our more competitive awards, and that will take into account a 3.8 or above GPA and a 28 or above ACT or SAT equivalent. These are renewable for up to 4 years, and you can stack these with any other scholarships you get. If you get more scholarships through your high school, through WKU, whatever it may be, you can stack as many as you're eligible for. Now, any student who is admitted to WKU, regardless of GPA, regardless of test scores, can fill out what's called the top dollar scholarship application. And there's over 1,200 scholarships on top dollar. And it could just mean extra money for you from areas you may not have known existed prior to applying for this. But it's like a one-page application you would fill out just for being admitted to WKU. And you could be awarded any number of these scholarships that are on top dollar. And these can also stack with merit awards and other scholarships as well. So our admissions process is fairly simple. We're not on the Common App. We don't require any essays or letters of recommendation or anything like that. Our application is completely through our website, just wku.edu. So when you fill out the application, it usually on average, yes.
Sorry, we've hit your 6-minute mark. You want to wrap up on this slide?
Oh, yeah, sorry, this will be my last one.
Perfect.
So again, we don't require any letters of recommendation or essays. It's just the transcript, your high school transcript that we'll need. It is a $50 application fee, but we can waive that fee for you if you do qualify for any of our about 15 fee waiver programs. So I'll go ahead and wrap that up. So my name is Chris. If you have any questions, please put those in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer those.
Am I good to go ahead and get started?
Yes, perfect.
All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Huey Lee. I am an admissions counselor. I apologize. I am the assistant director of recruitment at Eastern Kentucky University. We are a school located in Richmond, Kentucky, which, if you're familiar with the state, we're kind of east central. So we're about 20 minutes outside of Lexington, about an hour away from Cincinnati, for those of you that might live in that kind of area. So we are a medium-sized school. Our undergraduate enrollment is closer to about 12,000. Our goal is typically always 13, so we're kind of right in the middle. For those of you familiar with bigger schools, schools like Ohio State, schools like UC, schools also like Akron, we're about half the size of those schools. We're very, very proud to say that we have students from all 50 states. Last year, whenever I first got this job, I thought that was a typo because I was like, there's absolutely no way you guys got anybody from the state of Alaska to come to Richmond, Kentucky. But fun fact about that student, he actually works in our student office. So we do have a student from Alaska, which I always found it to be extremely funny for me because he says he always enjoys his time down in Kentucky. And he also never expected to end up in Kentucky, but he loves EKU. Our student to faculty ratio is a 15-to-1. That's very comfortable for a lot of students. I always tell my students all the time, that's how we learn. Our entire life, we have learned in a classroom that's closer to about maybe 15, 20, 25 students. So being that kind of familiar atmosphere, it makes our students feel very comfortable being at EKU. Our biggest programs are going to be communication disorders, nursing. Our nursing program is a top 25 nationally ranked program. It is fantastic. For any student interested in doing nursing, we always recommend that you at least give EKU a long look because it just tends to be a very, very good program for those of you that are interested. The average achievement, aka the average GPA that a lot of our students graduate with, is a 3.4. So they're very, very high achieving students, and we always do our best to make sure that whenever they graduate, they can find a job. The last thing you want to do is have to go home and move in with your parents after you've spent 4 or 5 years attaining the degree and hoping to get the job you want to do. So we try to do our best job with making sure that our students are more than prepared to go out into the job or career field that it is that they've spent the last few years studying. We try to make your life stress-free this year, whether you're a senior, whether you're a junior, whether you're a sophomore. Our job at EKU, known as the School of Opportunity within the state of Kentucky, is to make your life easy. So this year, we made sure that we were fully test optional. We made sure our application was free. We also are giving out more than $38 million in scholarships to our students this year, whether you're in-state or out-of-state. You can qualify for a scholarship through Eastern Kentucky University, which to me is a huge deal. We all know how expensive college is getting for a lot of our students, no matter what background you come from. So we wanted to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity to attend college. Hopefully, it's EKU no matter where you decide to go. But we try to make sure that that's the last thing you have to worry about is how much it costs. And whether or not you can get in or you can't get in. We have over 100 career-focused academic programs. What that means is that our majors will make sure that you're prepared to do the job. A lot of schools you may be looking at, sometimes those majors might just be preparing you to be able to assimilate the information. But we want to make sure you can put the information to use in whatever job or career path you're doing. So we empower a lot of our students with a lot of internship opportunities, a lot of hands-on training. For instance, if you're a student interested in agriculture, we have a full-size farm that allows you to kind of put the hands-on training to work as early as your freshman year. That's just one of the opportunities that we offer through our major focus program, our career focused programs at EKU. Student life, we offer study abroad opportunities for every single major that is housed. That is a huge deal. We're very, very proud of that because we have students who may be interested in doing marine biology. And while we don't offer something like that as a pure major, we do offer biology, and we give them the opportunity to go study marine life in other countries such as Ecuador and things like that. So it's a really, really cool opportunity for our students to be a part of. We have a ton of different clubs and organizations. And I think somebody touched on it earlier, and I kind of always tell my students the same thing. If you see a program or you see a club or an organization that's not offered currently at our school, always reach out to us and let us know. We try to do our best with making sure that all of our students are accepted and included. So if there's ever anything you decide you want to do, you want to get a club started, just reach out to us. We're always more than happy to sponsor any one of those clubs. We are a Division I school. We operate out of the Atlantic Sun as of this past year. So we're competing with 16 other teams in our conference. So it makes for a really, really fun group of rivalries with a lot of different teams in the surrounding areas, and all admissions into those sporting events is going to be free. The surrounding community is great. We provide a lot of outdoor opportunities for students who are involved in parks and recs and things like that. If you're a hiker, there's a lot of different trails. I am not a hiker, and I make that very, very clear. But if you are, we do offer a ton of opportunities to do things like that. Within our student life, we offer things like mental health training, as our mental health classes and kind of seminars as well for our students. We understand that it can get tough sometimes in college. It's new, it's a different kind of experience. So we try to design a multitude of different ways to help you no matter what you're going through, whether that's academic help you need, mental health you need, or just your physical health. So we did try to create a lot of different opportunities for our students within that realm. Residence life, we do offer LLCs, and what that means is that you'll be kind of paired up within a residence hall with very like-minded majors and people who have the kind of similar personalities. Because it's not always major dependent. We do have one that's designed for strictly our ROTC students. So that kind of goes along with the kind of similar personalities, and those are an awesome experience. We offer 2 types of dorms. One is a suite style dorm. The other one is going to be your traditional style dorm. And those are the types of housing that we offer at EKU. Affordability, I talked about making your all's lives as students stress-free. And I mentioned exactly what our cost is going to be. And as you can see here, for in-state tuition, it's $9,152. And if you're an out-of-state student, which I would imagine the majority of you are, you're looking at your out-of-state tuition as $10,500. We are extremely proud to be able to offer a rate out of state to our students that is that low. It's extremely comparable to our in-state rate. And for a lot of you that may kind of just go ahead and started researching other schools, maybe you're looking at out-of-state schools and you thought to yourself, man, I really want to go to that school, but it's a bit too much money. So we kind of wanted to eliminate that for you. So we made our school very affordable this year, and we're hoping to continue doing this for the next decades for students that decide that they want to attend EKU, because it's an excellent deal for you all if you're looking to attend. These are what our housing and our meal plan rates look like as well. Housing you can see is as low as $5,000 and get up to about $7,000, which is going to be our super suites. And then our meal plan costs range anywhere from about $4,000 to about $4,700. And then Booksmart, and I'll wrap on this slide. I see she's getting ready to try to wrap me a little bit, so I'll go ahead and wrap it for her. The big thing with us this year is making sure that, like I said, stress-free. So what we're doing this year for all of our students is EKU Booksmart, and that means you get free books for the entirety of your undergraduate time at Eastern Kentucky University. I think this is a huge deal. If you all ever talk to your parents, ask them about how crazy it was trying to get books whenever they decided to start school. It's a bit crazy, so we try to eliminate that for you all as well. So I encourage everybody, whenever you get some time, typically we're about at max 5.5 hours away from the tip of Ohio. So if you ever have any time, you decide you want to come down and visit EKU, be my guest. We're more than happy to see you on our campus.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much to all of our presenters. We have just about 6 minutes left. So I'm going to ask if everyone would come back on their cameras, and we'll do probably one round of Q&A. So we'll wrap up on one final question that everyone will share a response on, and we'll just go in the same order everyone presented. So to wrap up tonight's session, if everyone could please share one piece of advice that they have for students going through the college search process.
Okay, I guess I'm first, right?
Yes.
I think one of the things that I always tell my students when they come and look at Michigan State University is that it's really important to visit campus, especially for the students that come to MSU campus. They just fall in love with our campus, and they love the students, the attitude of the people, the greenery, the fact that we have 23,000 trees that are tagged on our campus. This is something that is really great. So as a student, what you see in the brochure doesn't really come across until you actually go to whatever campus that you're looking at. So I always recommend come to campus, check it out, see what it's really like. Don't rely on just other people and word of mouth.
Yes.
I would also.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was also just add to take advantage of opportunities like this to connect, to learn more, and to ask those questions that you have.
Yes, I would just like to second that. It's always important to visit the campus that you are interested in going. Make sure you see yourself there. Make sure, you can place yourself there. And this is going to be somewhere that you're going to be calling home for the next 4 or however many plus years. So that is a really big thing. Just make sure you visit the campus, take a tour, just spend time maybe hanging out in the libraries or in the common center that generally the students hang out in, and just really place yourself there.
I think what I would say is generally it's a good idea to apply in the fall and then look at the scholarship information, because a lot of us have talked about some really amazing scholarship opportunities or things that are there. and the deadlines are going to be different for everybody, but usually the fall is a good time to get started. A lot of times students start thinking about scholarship stuff in the spring, and then a lot of times that's too late. So when you're looking at paying for school, plan ahead, look at the deadlines, and then I would say get your stuff done in the fall so you can take advantage of all these great opportunities.
Yeah, so I'll kind of I'll definitely agree with that as well. Definitely apply as early as you can. Like I know even if like the institutions that you're applying to have rolling admission like we do here at Western Kentucky University, and there may not be a specific deadline for admission itself. There will be other deadlines that do come up, like priority housing, priority scholarships, whatever it may be, that you have to be admitted for first. So definitely apply as early as you can and go from there. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, I'm going to share a little bit of different information with the students. I always tell my students to never be afraid to ask for help, whether that's going through the process of applying to schools, whether that's going through the admissions process with a particular school. Ask your friends for help. Maybe you don't understand exactly what this school offers compared to another school. Ask your guidance counselors for help. Even whenever you get on campus, never be afraid to use the resources of help that are available to you. I think for me, that was one of the things I struggled with personally, just being able to reach out and ask for help. So never be afraid to do that. All it will do is hold you back. Just continue to reach out to whoever you can, because all they want to do is help you.
Fantastic. I loved every single one of those responses, and all so very true. Yeah. All right, let me share my screen here real quick to wrap up. Here we go. Just one more time, thank you for joining us this evening. Students, families, attendees, when you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick, I promise it's only 5 questions survey. If you're willing to share any feedback, we would greatly appreciate it. There are other sessions happening all week, so please be sure to check out the website and sign up for anything else that you are interested in. And just one last reminder, you will be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Ohio. Thank you one more time, presenters. You guys did awesome. And I'm sure I would join everyone and we would all say that we wish you the absolute best of luck in your college search process. And we hope that you find the perfect fit. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.